going on, guys? My name's Anthony, or Big B Statz, and welcome back to Minecraft Creative Cribs, a series where I tour worlds in the Minecraft console community. Now, welcome back. We are on the last episode of Miranda Panda's world here. So if you didn't miss any of the previous ones, I will be sure to link those down below in the description. But welcome. It is January 1st. It is the new year right now if you're watching today's video, which is just crazy because this is going to be more of a reflection episode as well, as far as like reflecting back on the series. Also, everything that has led up to this point in 2017. It's just insane. We are now in 2017 right now. The year goes by very, very fast, and it's almost like that every year. Like every year we get around like November, December, everyone's like, oh, the year went by so fast, and then no one realizes that every year we say the exact same thing. Look at the security guard just walking around. Here we have Izzy Bear XD house. Oh, this looks pretty good. Not too bad. Pretty small. We also got like the beds on the floor, and here is also a butterfly in the background. This is awesome. So if you didn't know, the butterfly, of course, is the symbol inside of the map. So it's really cool to see that they kind of made like a little pool in the outside. Now this is of course where people kind of join in. It looks like they built houses in this town or so. So amazing job on that house. But how are you guys doing today? Hopefully your day is going great. I'm sorry I forgot to check in on you. How was Christmas for you guys? How is New Year's for you all? Hopefully everything went well, and it feels really good to be kind of talking to you guys now in Creative Cribs, because this is more of the series where I get to kind of have the one-on-one conversations. I get to kind of just talk about what's going on in somewhat of the everyday life, not necessarily always, but I do get to kind of talk to you guys about, you know, how are you doing? What's going on? Like kind of like the intro, I feel like just then. Here's Lost Nothing, If Found, call 369-645-5471. So yeah, that's okay. Just in case, remember that if you lost something, to go in there. But yeah, I've had an amazing last year. 2016 was just crazy. All the support that you guys have showed to the channel has just been awesome. Especially all the comments that we get, like, get Big B to 1 million subs. Get Big B to 1 million subs. So close to 1 million. It really makes my day. I appreciate it, and it feels really good to know that you guys are on this journey with me, and you guys really want to see us get to 1 million. We get the 1 million plaque, and the thing is, when we get to 1 million one day, it won't slow down. We are gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep bringing you guys. I'm gonna keep bringing you guys some better content as well. I know sometimes people when they hit milestones, they kind of stop, but I kind of look at it like the opposite way. I feel like I want to try and bring you guys better content as well, and even more content that's something that you want to see. So do remember, if you have something that you want to see, comment those down below. I do read comments here and there. It did get to a point, of course, where it's a lot harder for me to read comments as I used to, and if there was one thing that I had to say that I want to get better at this year, is to read more messages. Sometimes it's quite difficult to do that. I must admit, I am on a busy schedule at sometimes, and I noticed that. I felt like I responded to every message back then, which is kind of hard to respond to every single message. You do have to understand that. And even if it's not just me, just any YouTuber, it's not that they're ignoring you. It's a lot of messages, you guys, and it is sometimes hard to go through. I really think I do an amazing job at connecting with you all, and also having that one-on-one, whether it's in a live stream or really, like, you know, making you feel a part of the channel, because that's what it's all about. And this year, I definitely want to have you guys, I want to have you more a part of the channel. So here's the Chrysalis Nature Center. So yeah, I want to have you guys more a part of the channel. We did that a lot in 2016, and I think we could do even more in 2017. And whether that's coming up with a new series again, like we had series like Subscriber Build Off, which you'll probably see more of that. Also, you know, Creative Cribs, things like that. We had the TNT World, I think that was last year too that we did, 2016. Well, I talk like it's just so long ago. Yeah, and we also, you know, that was a series where it was a world built of TNT. You would join in, and then I said once the world got completely filled, I would blow it up. But it never got completely filled. But do let me know if you would like to see me blow that world up. I might actually do that at the status that it's in right now. I would totally try it out as well. So do kind of like let me know if you remember that series. Do let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see me just kind of like blow the world up, or if you even want to just see me blow up like thousands and thousands of blocks of TNT. I would totally do that as well. Here's like another little house too. But now I do want to say that. Oh wait, what it says? Mom's house. If you grieve this, I will kill you. Exactly. So she actually built her mom's house on this one. So again, another thing that you can do in Minecraft to make it more realistic. Like, I think sometimes I feel like I want to start building houses that I lived in, or, you know, like a house that you grew up in. I mean, I think that means a lot to a world and a lot to the person if they can especially recreate this, and especially if it's a house that, you know, maybe they don't own anymore, maybe, you know, you don't live there anymore, your parents may not live there anymore, and it's something you can build to kind of still keep in memory and also just to kind of still have. And I think it's just really cool to just build a house that you've actually been in before. And you know, the one thing that makes it even cooler is that you know all the dimensions of it. I mean, you may not know the exact dimensions, but you know how big a room is, how big this room is, because I mean, you grew up in it, you lived in the house. So remember that if you ever feel like building a house, I mean, you can always do like an outline of a house you lived in before, even if it's yours. Some people build their rooms or so, which is also cool. I think that's really cool to build like your rooms on a big scale, so it's like kind of like you're small but the room is like massive. You can also do things like that, but I don't think you can mess up building a house that you've lived in before, because you would most likely know the dimensions more than any other place. You would know where to put the rooms. You'd be a lot more organized going into it. Like if someone was like, okay, build a house, like build a 5-bedroom house, and you just had to just make up one. I couldn't actually make up one. I could make up one and I could build it, but if you was like, okay, build a whole house you lived in, I would probably build that 5 times faster and also 5 times better. Maybe 5 times better. Probably I give it a 1 times better. But yeah, I could do something like that. Here's also like these. Have you ever seen like those buses that go underwater? This kind of reminds me of that there. Like there's also buses. I forget where I was. I don't know if I saw this on I feel like I was in the country where this happened, but I don't 100% remember. But basically there's a bus, okay? And this bus, I don't know if this was the particular bus, but the bus actually, it drives into the water and it floats on the water. It's weird, but the wheels kind of go out and it goes on the water. I honestly forget where I was with that. That's gonna drive me crazy. If it comes back to me, I'll be sure to kind of like touch back on that topic. But another overlook at this amazing symmetric, just this is just beautiful. I like to take a moment and just admire the build and also the time spent in this world. I mean, that's one thing here. Again, Creative Cribs has always been about worlds that don't get that recognition and you know, may not be recognized or anything like that. And that's why I kind of come about to kind of tour these worlds and kind of showcase it. Again, people have become best friends throughout the series, and it's a series that I will continue on to do. Even if it's not like the main series, it's always a series that I think I will continue to do as long as you guys continue to keep building. I must admit, I've been quite busy as far as touring, so there might be a period of time where, I don't know if it'll be after this episode, we'll have to see, but there might be a few weeks or so without this because I am going to be in the process of moving as well, which I've been working in like the new offices, also kind of putting wallpaper on, putting paint on, kind of crazy in the new place, which hopefully I can bring you guys a tour of the new place eventually. So do let me know if you want to see that as well. You guys like Pick B. You're saying like if we want to see everything, just show us. But yeah, do let me know. I always like to get you guys' opinions if you want to see it or not. I think that's always good too. So I've posted a few pictures on Instagram, mainly like Instagram stories. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you will most likely see those stories of the place and things like that. But I have my whole layout right as of now. I am not in my office yet, which I'll probably move there in about the next 15 days or so. So in about 15 days or so. So remember, if you do follow me on Instagram, be looking at the stories, also be looking for the post and things like that. I tend to post things on Instagram from like my daily life here and there. So if you are interested in that, feel free to follow me over there. That is down below in the description. And these buildings are just awesome. And this massive world with builds from all around the world, like the Khalifa, everything in here has just been phenomenal. I mean, seriously, like, the time that it takes to do all this, also the roads and things like that. And to be fair, she is on this world almost every day. Every time I'm on Xbox One, I do see her on the world. It's open, so I do want to join in here and there and kind of check out to see exactly. I'm just gonna pop in the world like, hey, let's see what's new. We also have the zoo here. We have the American flags hanging over there as well. And what is this? So welcome to Chrysalis City Zoo. Entrance and ticket purchase. This way, please. All right, I guess I'll go this way. Zoo entrance. Oh, okay. We're gonna see some wild animals today. Yeah, yes, we are. Which I've been to the zoo. I think this is a funny story. So the very first time, I went to a zoo was actually in Germany. Like, I've lived my whole life in the States and never went to the zoo. And the very first time I go to Germany, I end up going to a zoo of all places. It's amazing. Like, I mean, being able to see like, giraffe or seeing these, a hippopotamus and things like that. It's just, you see these things on TV, but then you don't really like put into perspective of how big these creatures are, how big these animals, these loving animals are. And then when you go see them in person, it's like, oh my goodness, it's like even bigger than I thought. I mean, it's just crazy. What area are we in? I think there's like the little middle fountain there. And from here, you can also see the buildings from everywhere. Nearly almost from everywhere, you can almost see all the buildings. And again, this is another spot on the map where it's kind of like you just want to take some time and just look at the scenery. And I think this is a world where you can get lost in the scenery a lot. And I love worlds like that where you kind of like don't even realize like how much time has gone by, or you don't realize, sometimes even where you are, because you're just so kind of into looking at everything that sometimes you do actually miss it. So sometimes it's very cool. Here it looks like we have, I think those, I don't think that's a Ferris wheel, but I can't think of I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. It's not carousel. Why can't I think of the name? This is driving me crazy right now. I have those moments where I just forget. I need to play those brain games where it also like helps you memorize things. Starting off the year right, Big B. Starting off the year right. But that's the things where you go around, of course, where you're on the horse. That's pretty much in the center of carnivals and things like that, or events or so. I don't think, I wouldn't be able to ride those things. I'm just entirely too big to ride them. So it was cool to actually ride them in the game, at least. Let's follow over here and see exactly what I love. These like random waterfalls like in the middle. Not necessarily random, but they're all kind of patched up with the brick that also lines up to it. Also, we have Harambe. Yes, we do. In memory of Harambe. He's right up here. They've also made the statue here, which I thought that was that was pretty cool too. I guess as a statue, and I think we're actually all going to take a selfie in front of this right now. That's exactly what we're doing. We're actually taking a selfie right here in front of Harambe. See, look, I didn't think they would actually build the statue, but the statue is here. Let's stand on this side. Patriot is the cameraman, of course. I would say we're taking a selfie, but then that means I have to take it or Miranda has to take it. So looks like Patriot is taking a picture of us. Let's go ahead and wave at the camera and say cheese, cheese. It's always funny because some of the sayings you can't really say in Germany. You can. So like, all right, so prime example, or I like to kind of mix the two. So in my house, so my wife is German, of course, you guys know that, but in my house, we technically speak Danglish. So sometimes we speak German, sometimes we speak English, and it's about 95% times, it's a mix between the two. If it's something important, of course, we talk in English. We talk in German here and there, or I say German things, and we have German conversations here and there. But overall, it's always more English than German. But the funny thing is like, let's say we're going to take a group picture or something somewhere, and they say cheese, and cheese in Germany is called Käse. So it's like A with an umlaut, which is like an A and the two dots on top, and an S and an E there. So I always say like Käse. So I always thought that was pretty funny to ever do something like that. Like I think I did that in my class picture that I took whenever I finished up the course, like the language course, which I was super happy that I passed that. I was like Käse, and everyone kind of just like start busting out laughing. It's just not saying that you can't say it, but it's just pretty funny. I think like I Captain, if I was to say that in German, it would be like what Augen lighter, I think, maybe something like that. But I guess they just say aye, Captain. It just sounds a lot better. I was like, is there a way to say that? Here is Tropical World. Let's check out Tropical World, see what's in here. Hopefully it's a world filled with tropicalness. I must admit, I love places like this where you kind of go through these little caves or so, and then you can kind of see like everything here. Now here, of course, is where like the monkeys would kind of be like going around as well. And like, I don't know if chimpanzee, but the monkeys will also be going around, which I think this just looks awesome. And it makes them feel more at home, I think, like as far as the actual atmosphere. The atmosphere is just awesome. Watch out for flying poop. Yeah, you'll probably get flying poop everywhere. If the monkeys are throwing poop at you, then it's just best you just run away. Just run away. But the fact that she took the time to actually do something like this and not just build some simple type of tropical world, but she put thought into it, into building like, okay, if animals were actually in here, they want to make it feel like home. And I think that's the purpose of zoos and places like this, is especially where animals are, is they make it kind of like the nature, shall I say? So, you know, instead of just putting like one tree there, they make trees. They make it to seem like they're more in the nature and more like in their home environment. So very great job on that, Miranda. Little details like that, they do not go overseen by me. So I really, I take that as I would say like I appreciate that. Well, in a way I do, because I appreciate art in itself. Here we have like another little section here. I think we're missing some animals over here. I'm not 100% certain, but we might be. I don't know if we're looking for them now. We would just have to see, though. I don't know what's back there either. Let's follow this along this way. I like the way the path is too. Every texture too also looks great. Like this looks like a genuinely like awesome path for this particular road here. Like this looks like the path that it would be, like it belongs to. We have polar bears. Why did the polar bear cross the road? His name is Pinky. I gotta think of a joke. You guys gotta finish that out. So why did the polar bear cross the road? Not to get to the other side. Because let me think of a joke if I can think of that. So why did the polar bear cross the road? Because he smelled something fishy. Because you know polar bears love fish. So maybe he went across the road to get the fish that was in the water. That could be something like that. Maybe you guys can come up with a better joke. Maybe if I just even look up. Oh, there's Relish. So we have Pinky and Relish, which are the bears in here too. Now, if it was another texture pack, they would look exactly like grizzly bears. So it's good to see that, you know, she used the polar bears to good use. The polar bears are still fairly new, I feel like, in Minecraft as well. Like 2 updates ago or so, 2 big updates ago or so. I don't think you'll see like a shulker in the you won't see a shulker in a tropical world. Just that would be in more of an alien museum. Welcome to the colonial village of Creation. I think I just missed up. Welcome to the. Okay, I think that's where we are, and I think this is actually where the story of the villages. I think there's an actual story of these villages and the villagers inside of here. I mean, they're wearing like suit and tie and stuff, but what happens is that there's also, oh wait, did they move all the way over? We have Daisy. We also have someone. We have a polar bear that's upside down. Here we have Dinnerbone. Hello, Dinnerbone. Hello. He's probably hungry or so. So I don't know if they're protecting this village, but I guess the story was that I think that this is kind of like oh, there's Bubba. Look at Bubba just in the water right now, being washed. He's taking a bath. Bubba likes to take a bath. That's what Bubba does. That's what Bubba does. So yeah, there's an extra story. So and this is another thing that she touched on. Oh, hey Petra. I don't like Minecraft story. I like that. Every time I see that name, I always think of that. I'm never petrified whenever I see Petra. But you don't have to just have, you can make use of the villages. That's what I mean. So just like how she did that, she made use of the village here. So that's what I'm talking about. That is how we roll. I just thought of like a live stream line just then. That is what I'm talking about. That is how we roll. I just say that as soon as we like boss out and leave the village. But yeah, so she made use of the village. So you technically don't have to always just have, because sometimes you can have like a super flat world and you're building something and then you see just like a village just there and you're like, Okay, what am I gonna do with this village? It's just, you know, right there. And that's what I mean. You don't necessarily have to just leave it there. You can, I mean, you can leave it there, but turn it into something. Turn it into a recreation of something, or give it a story and have you know, have it tell something and make it have a meaning or so. Like, let's say this was like a very historical part of the world, and this is where we advanced or something like that. Even when there's hello, Ralph. How are you doing, Ralph? Hopefully you are doing well. He's just out and about. I mean, the good thing is they get to explore like the whole entire place. That's also makes it good too, that they're not necessarily trapped in one type of place. It makes it look really like more environment like when you see polar bears just roaming around. You know, it's a friendly world, a world where you don't have to worry about if polar bears are roaming around every day in your everyday life. You just walking down the street and bam, you see a polar bear. You see a polar bear. Let's go up here. Here we have like a little pool area. It kind of looks like here. I don't know if this is actually a pool or the area for like clean water. Could be. I'm not 100% certain, but it looks like this is the water that actually flows down. It could be. Oh, that goes under the bridge as well. Now I must admit there was a part in the world. So if you're watching this, and if you are good in building statues, if you're good on building statues and things like that, there's a statue that she needs built, which is a polar bear throwing or holding a butterfly. If you are really good at building statues and if you would like to contribute to this world and do that, that will be extremely awesome. Also, if you do, tweet me a picture and I'll be sure to retweet it and things like that and give you a shout out for building that as well. But do let me know if you are interested in building that for Miranda Panda. And yeah, just contact. I'll put the information down below in the description. I like those crystals on this bridge as well. I think it's gonna be somewhere. I think it'll be more out. I think, but I know that's a symbol that she really needed in the world. It's more as like a panda kind of holding a butterfly. I think this could be. Oh, where do they go? I think it's gonna be right over here on this platform right here. So remember, if you're interested in building a panda throwing a butterfly or holding a butterfly, feel free to do that. I'll be sure to retweet it on Twitter as well, and kind of give you a shout out on Twitter on this build if you're able to build it or so. So feel free to contact her. Show her some examples as well if you've already built previous statues. But yeah, I don't know if she has it built already, but if you are interested in building it, feel free to contact Miranda Panda 76. She's on Xbox One, 2. But thank you all so much for watching, you guys. Again, we start off the year pretty good, and I appreciate all you guys tuning in for today's episode of Creative Cribs. Way to start the year off on a series that is one of the first series I started off on Minecraft, and we start the year off on the series. But I appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. I want you guys to enjoy 2017. Remember to take chances, but be organized. Much love, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!